Hey everyone, Lauren here from Color to Kitty. Back again to do more on this picture. Hopefully we can get a little more done. That would be nice. Getting there, bit by bit. Alrighty, so the colors for this week are, let's see here. We've got Pentel 388. I have Mindware Gray, Mindware Brown. I've got the Staedtler Ergosoft Brown. I've got the Staedtler Ergosoft Green. The Staple Staedtler Purple. The Mindware Blue. And then the Staedtler, I call these triangular one. And then for the finale of the black, it is Mindware Black. So that's our colors. And I've got these all laid out. I even have my list all written out from last time. So let's get started. Let me bring in the easel. That way it makes it easier for coloring and for some video. Alright, so it comes in. It actually folds up quite nicely, so it's a really good easel. So here's the sheet, and I'm going to grab some painter's tape and tape that down so it tries not to fall on me too much today. Just looking for my scissors, and away we go. So there, piece of painter's tape. That way I can show you. Just going to put it on the top to hold this down. And there we go. There, nothing special, but just enough to keep it in place and temporary enough that I can remove it when I want to remove it. Alright, so let's get started. So let's look back at the top because I can't remember where I left off at. I guess that one there, 6er. 6 is the purple. Making sure I got all my pieces here. And of course I've got a cup of water and a cup of... The drink today is Peppermint Hot Chocolate by Sipology. If you're interested in Sipology, I can help you out. Oh, and the sharpeners are the Prismacolor sharpener with the Wyndham blades, and then the other Staedtler sharpener. So let's have a good hour here. Of course, my little poodle is wandering around here like, Mommy, what are you doing? And then for my blender, I'm using a white Bic Conte pencil. Which I know that looks very black, but it's actually a white pencil. Which this one isn't burnishing very well, but it's still good enough. Alright. And of course I'm going to have a drink off and on here. I am really liking that peppermint hot chocolate. Oh my goodness. And before I completely forget, I want to do a little bit of a photo op here. That way you can see part of my cup. Actually, you can really see my cup of hot chocolate. Just as a way of, you know, social media presenting. And that I will post later. That is really good. Now, the downside with Sapology is their hot chocolates only last for the season. So after this catalog is over, they're no more until the fall, which kind of sucks because that is actually really nice. That's okay. See, my problem is I have so many teas and hot chocolates here. It's only rarely I'll replenish, but I think I got so much here, I'm good for till next round. I really decide when the package is finally empty to know, do I want to reorder, stick in the list, or something. So that's kind of my gauge. That is really good. Alright, so that was number 5. Now I need number 6. I'm getting myself confused with my colors. And I think I realized I'm a slow process coloring person. But that's okay. Because I think we're into the 19th hour working on this lengthy project, which I cannot believe it's taken me this long. But I guess it is. It's just a lot of shapes, individual shapes, over and over and over. And so I've been at this for... This will be the 16th session that I've sat down to work on this. So that's cool. If my math is right. I'm losing track, actually. And another purple. Of course, this purple is being a bit of a pest. The Staple Staedtler, they're a little hard to work with. But it's all good. That one just broke on me, so I gotta fix it. Oh, we're off camera again. As usual. Alright. Bit by bit. Oops, I just dropped a bunch of paper. That's all good. My garbage container from the used to Staedtler sharpener is on top of a pile, and I just accidentally knocked the tap pile over. And again, I'm slightly off camera. Nature of the game. Well, hope you had a good Christmas and New Year's. Ours was pretty good. Alright, so I'm going to stair step back down, 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 down to that 3. So 3 is the Mindware brown. Whoops, as I'm dropping everything. Apparently I'm really on a roll today. Let's see, I dropped my pencil extender. Even though it wasn't going to fit, so I gotta grab the other one. The other extender is these guys. It looks like a pencil, but it's a little different. Try this again. Alright, this should work this time. And of course, another one of the browns. Yes, I've lost track of how many different pencils I've used and colors on here, but so many. Of course, my sweetie upstairs is having fun with VR Star Wars Pinball. I love that game. It's actually a lot of fun. So all good. I'm just enjoying listening to the sounds upstairs. And of course, my hot chocolate, which is over halfway done. Okay, so this pencil's almost depleted. But that is all good. We might see it go today. And I'll have to check to see if I have more of this one. Because some of these I bought in multiples, so I don't know. We'll see when we need to check. Okay, my hot chocolate's pretty much done. Now it's at that bottom of the cup gooiness that I just don't go for. That's why usually when I do these 1 hour streams, try to sit down. I got a cup of water, I've got a nice tea or something hot, something to enjoy the session with. Usually with most videos, I mean, as much as it may not be a good thing for talking, but have a beverage, primarily water is the best, but I do try to have something nice to talk about other than just water. So what I do for my tea list is, because I have so many variations of tea and hot chocolates and stuff, I literally have a written list of all of it. And every time I sit down to have one, I randomly select one. With the exception of during the workday, during the week, I have English breakfast at work. However, the rest of the time, it's random selection. I do the same thing at work too after I have my daily tea. Work is like a graveyard of teas, so Meaning, look at this thing. When I first started working there 4.5 years ago, I looked in the cabinet and they had a whole bunch of tea from 20 years prior sitting there with the expiry of 20 years ago. So it's like, yeah, it's a graveyard of teas. And I have been slowly working down that collection bit by bit. So I just enjoy that method of doing things. By randomly each time I'm gonna have a cup of tea, randomly pick one. Because for me, I'm so taste sensitive, so it makes it very interesting. That's my way to go. Alright, so then next is that purple again, but that purple's really wearing down. Yeah, after that hot chocolate, that water just tastes different. It's like, water's just water. I really did enjoy that hot chocolate. That was awesome. If you're in Canada and you're interested in Symbology products, we can have a chat. Alright, next is number 1. And this sheet is from the book Color Quest. I love these books. These are what got me into coloring. And as much as they're pretty easy to work with, not much technique or anything, but it's still just fun to relax with. But I try to do different projects, try different things slowly, if I have the time. Which is not always, unfortunately. Alright, number 5 is that green. I think I swapped green a couple times working on this. Alright, next is the purple. Purples and purples and purple. I love purple. Purple is my favorite color. And what's nice about the color by numbers is it doesn't have to be the exact color as long as it's a good representation of the color. Pictures are generally pretty forgiving unless you're really way off. But sometimes I've done pictures where it works, sometimes it doesn't. So it doesn't always work, but it's just meant to enjoy. Alright, this is the last round for this pencil because it's tucked into that housing quite nicely, which makes it harder to work with when it's that small. And if this is the last one, we'll have to seek out a new color. Alrighty. Alright, so we gotta seek out new purple. So let's push this back a bit so I can have a little more space. Let's pull out this little itty bitty pencil. One of my favorite things to do is knocking off a pencil. So I've got 4 of these pencil cases. this is what they look like. And yes, I don't know why there's a color on it, but there is that stain. But yeah, it's all good. So now I need to figure out in the sequence, where were those purples? And I can't move the easel back much further because I have items on the table. So it is where it's at. But sometime I should show these pencil cases. I got one of these that slipped out on me, but that's okay. These are just Amazon, so nothing fancy. And they're not great, but they're pretty good for what I'm working with. Okay, so I need to figure out the colors. I'm gonna grab the next pencil case because I have a gap here. I just have to check my list, but I just feel like I potentially have more, but I really could be wrong. Okay, those are all full in. That might be that one. Yeah, because these are not the same. I mean, it may look the same on camera, but they're not. Yeah, okay. Yeah, no, that would be it then. Okay, so I'll go back to my list. More things to get done here. Bear with me another moment or few. Speaking of lists, here's my tea list. Lots of papers, papers and papers and papers. That's why I'm papers and colors, this group. Alright, so I've got my sheets here. So let me open up to, I'll just kind of put it there. And scrap paper that I use on here. Because I go through a lot of papers. Alright, so there, we had Rose Art Violet, Staple Staedtler, that's the one. And how to double check, just do a swatch. And that, I believe, was the color I was using. So if I want the same kind of color, I could bump up to Rose Art Violet. And if in doubt, there is colors code on the thing. Because I want to stay roughly in the same color family. But I'm thinking of going differently. I'm just looking at all this. I know I'm not showing it very well. There's the purple. So I'm feeling that one. Vive Le Color. The half with the peach. I know I can't even show it very well. So I think I know what I'm going to use. So let me put that pencil in a garbage that I have. Let me grab a pen so I can knock it off the list. So Vive Le Color, half was with a peach, and that will be in my other pencil case. Lots of pencil cases, friends. Because I have way too much pencils than I'll probably ever need. I seem to have a collection issue. Alright. There it is. There is the color I want. So there we go. We'll go with that. And at the end of the session, we'll have to update my list that I have that marks out what colors I'm using on this project, which we will. Okay, that was fun. Alright, so I'm just going to put things back together here. That way I know where all my sheets are for next round. And then just to kind of show, I've been working on this lately. So this is, as much as it's a simple balloon picture, but you can see how fun it is to play with layers and colors and mucking around. So that's been a lot of fun on one of my other projects. And those other coloring, the coloring sheet I just showed you, is available on my website. And I do mark out all the colors I'm using as an example, as a guide sheet. So that's where, if someone's really serious into coloring, it helps to have a list. Because say this project, I've been working on it off and on for several weeks. That way, if I once a week work on it and come back to it, I can come back to see, okay, what was my list? So considerable usefulness of that. Okay, so that was a fun interlude. So now we got the purple. We can continue on. And the color looks pretty good considering. It's a different color, but it's lined up pretty nice. Yeah, now I can see the difference. That's okay. Yeah, I end up going more closer to... no, it is a different purple, but that's alright. Let's just roll with it. I just didn't want to go lighter for some reason. Alright, the next is number 5, the green again. Of course, I always move the board, don't I? And that tape is so not holding. But that's okay. Alright, and then number 1 is that light brown. Alright, so continuing on, and then stair step back down to 6. 6 is that new purple we're working with. Yeah, it definitely does look a different color. That's alright. I don't mind. Makes the project unique. And the 6 again, the purple. I love Star Wars, I really do. Alright, and then the light brown again. Yeah, just thinking about Star Wars Rebels, because that's what's playing upstairs, the pinball game, but they show the creators of it. I loved how they used Thrawn in the show as one of the villains. Oh my god, I love Thrawn. He's one of my favorite Star Wars characters. One of my plants is named Thrawn. But even though it was a really sad moment when Kanan Jarrus died, but it was still I liked how Disney was able to break free from, hey, they're able to put out a story that is going to be sad. It is tragic that they lose the Jedi character in the show. So if I spoiled it, sorry. But it's later in the show. I love Star Wars Rebels, I really did. I'll probably end up watching it again, because I've been slowly working through the Star Wars stuff on Disney in chronicle order, because I just love it. And I've started rereading some of the books again, but I'm behind. I gotta work at a reading schedule and a writing schedule, because I used to write a lot, and I don't write anymore. Because I'm doing coloring so much, and online business, Stampin' Up, Color the Kitty, Symbology. So part of the new year is, actually I should add that to my vision board, and I think I will. Actually, you know what? The way my memory is going, because I get so busy with so many different directions of things, let me add it to my notes here, and then we're good. Okay, update vision board, and I want to say writing, reading. There we go. Got it. It's added to my vision board. I added to my notes for updating the vision board. There we go. Happy kitty. It's actually just behind the easel on his desk, and I need to work on it a little more. Oh, and I gotta add more stuff to it. Let me add to it, because I've been trying an organizer for keeping track of things, and it's working. There we go. Got it. I've been starting this new year much more organized than normal. And I'm actually feeling finally good about myself about it. So that's been good. But yeah, I'll update my vision board in a little while. Today or tomorrow or so. But I've assigned the task to today, so it will be completed. That's another thing that's also beneficial. So if you're a task person, you get a whole bunch of tasks to get done. One of the best things you can do is assign it to a date and a time. I do mostly just date only. But by doing that, and if I don't finish it today, I move it over into tomorrow, and then when I'm finished, I can task it as completed. I've been using Google Calendar, an actual Google Calendar app on my phone, because I have an iPhone. And when I'm done, and I can do, instead of events, I can do tasks, and it's working really well for me. So that is awesome. Happy kitty. Oh, I did this at a sequence, but it's okay. I just felt like coloring the spot because it was calling to me. Just that one just called to me. I'm like, I'm gonna color it. Alright, so then let's stair step down. 6, 3, 3. Oh, I'm going way off screen here. Here. So number 3. Oh, where's my garbage can? Oh, way down here. Because I moved it earlier to try to do stuff. Alright, number 3. But yeah, I love how this is coming along quite nicely. Alright, there we go. We got that. Then I gotta stair step back down to the red. Yeah, just enjoying the process. That's what, to me, coloring is. It's just relax, enjoy, have fun. At least it is for me. Oh, my poodle's looking at me. It's like, Mommy, what are you doing? Alright, got that. Working on it slowly, bit by bit. Of course, I think I'm going to need a bathroom break soon. It's coming. My bladder's telling me, go pee. But not yet. Downside of drinking so much liquid. And it's getting dark out there, because when I started prepping for this video, it was still daylight. So, it ain't daylight anymore. Alright, there we go. Bit by bit. Okay, so then that overlaps. I need something. This may not be the best way to do this, but gives me a line. Okay, so we gotta come back way down here, because I'm OCD that way, because it's gonna weirdly overlap because I'm weird that way. And then we're coming right to the beginning. Wow. This is gonna take me a while. Not all tonight though. But I'm looking forward to doing another one of these soon. I definitely have got a color. Of course, I'm kind of odd for having so many open projects at once, but yeah, probably soon I'll update my open projects list and then look into what to do next for a fun, just for me to relax coloring. If I'll do another one from this book or something else or my own. But then the fact I'm getting to the bottom of the shade here, this bottom corner, is nice. Good progress. Ooh, I just thought of something. Sorry. Just this whole task list is really working for me. I gotta add another one that I do every day, and on the weekends I tend to not do it well. Repeat every day. Got it. 'Cause I almost forgot to add it, but we did now. Alright, so got that. I hear my neighbor is vacuuming. Good joys of a townhouse. Alright, how are we doing for time? We're getting there. We're almost near the end of this 1 hour. It just feels longer, eh? I feel like I've been at this for a really long time. It could just be me. Alright, and then this one. Alright, bit by bit. Alright, got that. And still working with the grays. Yeah, just chipping away bit by bit. It's come on quite nicely. Alright, and then the white for the blender. Which this one isn't really giving me any blending, but that's okay. My poodles has figured out that I'm down here. Getting there. Whoops. I keep throwing pencils, apparently. Oh my goodness. Yeah, even this brown is almost depleted. I probably should. Let me do the tester. Where's my extender? Yeah, she's about there. So we'll have to write a new one at the end of this, which is very shortly. Another minute or so to go. Alright, and then even though I'm at the time for the hour, I'm going to use that pencil one more time. That way I can replace it soon. So we'll just grab one of the other spots there. Alright, we'll just grab this one. Alright, then grab the blender. And then that is the 1 hour session. So before we completely go, we are going to pull this off the easel, put the easel away because now we don't need it. That'll make things a lot easier on the tables. Alright, so here is the picture of where we're at. If you remember all this progress we've been working on, and it's come along very nicely. So before we go, we need to replace that little pencil with something. So let me bring back the list again. So I've got all these sheets and stuff that I've been working on. Lots and lots of projects. Because I am the color to kitty. Alright, so let me find my browns and my pen. So the brown that we just lost was this one. So in light of things, we're going to go with the one under. Actually, no, I'm going to go with the Royal Langnickel. So let's pull it out now before I forget. And then I can show you the actual pencil case these are in. Once I can get my hands to work here. So there's all these pockets. And I'm just going to open it up, and there's the brown. So there is the Royal Langnickel. And then now we can make up a quick reference list for next time. And I'm just going to put my notes back together here. Alright, so let's do a quick list. Let's find my other list too. The one that fell over. There we go. And then let me grab a white piece of paper, because I have a scrap piece of paper but it's green and it's not going to suffice for this right now. So here's a white piece of paper. Let's make a quick list, and then we are good for today. Alright, so let's use the original reference here. Then this little guy, I have a specialty cup that I restarted to turn these into something someday. Alright, so one Pentel 388, two Mindware, three Royal and Langnickel, 4 Staedtler Ergosoft, 5 yeah, it's Staedtler, and yes, my handwriting is horrible. 6, we had changed to Vive Le Color. 7 is Mindware. 8, Staedtler, and I call that Peacock because the packaging was in a peacock at the time, like the peacock color, like the picture on it, so I just call it that. And then Mindware. And then, as I usually do with these, I'm going to do a quick color swatch. That way we know what color is represented. And just in case, you know, I come back to this a week from now and some of these colors have depleted again, I have my reference list. And then the Mindware black. And there we go. Alright everyone, thank you for tuning in this week, and feel free to come back again and check out more videos, and we'll be back soon. Feel free to hashtag replay, like, share, comment, follow, and subscribe. Thank you. Bye for now.